Welcome to the episode 6 of the grand epic Mahabharata. Shakuni, also lesser known as Saubala, was the prince of the Gandhara kingdom. He is famed for being one of the pivotal negative characters of the Hindu epic, the Mahabharata, a villain who is believed to have veritably changed the landscape of the epic. The brother of Gandhari, Shakuni was extremely intelligent and equally devious as well. Oftentimes, he is said to be the mastermind behind the great war of Kurukshetra. This character of Shakuni, however, is mired in controversy, with many experts choosing to believe that he was not quite as insidious as he is considered to be. Who was Shakuni in reality? Was he the villain or just a vastly misunderstood entity, a victim or circumstance? Did he have a better side to him? Was it merely his karma and that of the Kuru dynasty that scripted his role to spearhead the Kaurva clan to their steep decline and ultimate decay? Shakuni was born in Gandhara, the present-day Afghanistan, to King Subala. He was greatly devoted to Lord Shiva. He had a sister, Gandhari, who he was very fond of. According to legend, Gandhari was a Mangalik. Gandhari was first married off to a goat before being married to Dhritarashtra, the blind prince of Hastinapur. He was a non-Mangalik and hence, her family believed that it would be safe to give her away in marriage to Dhritarashtra once they sacrificed the goat after getting them married. Dhritarashtra heard of this incident much after their marriage and was enraged, as her secret first marriage technically made him her second husband. As punishment, he decided to put Gandhari's family in prison, including King Subala. He decided to gradually starve them to death and so, each of them was given only one fistful of rice to eat every day. Knowing that they would not live long on this diet, Gandhari's father asked his youngest son, Shakuni, to consume all the food given to them, so that at least he would survive to avenge their death. In order to make sure that he would forever remember to take revenge, his father twisted his leg, that gave him the permanent limp that typically characterized Shakuni. Before breathing his last, Subala also requested Dhritarashtra to set Shakuni free and also take care of him, promising him that his son, in turn, would always take care of and protect Dhritarashtra's sons. By that time, Dhritarashtra had 100 sons and one daughter. He took pity on his father-in-law and agreed to fulfill the elder's request. Sure enough, Shakuni survived and swore to wreak vengeance on the Kuru dynasty as a whole. It is believed that he used the thigh bones and backbone of his father's body to create the dice, using which he was able to defeat the Pandavas in the elaborate game of dice that followed in the years ahead. This set of dice, it is said, had magical abilities, as his father's soul resided within them. They would help him win all games of dice he ever played during his lifetime. As promised, Shakuni became the guardian of all the 100 Kaurva sons. He moved closely with all of them, showing special attention and affection toward Duryodhana. With the passage of time, he became their trusted confidant. He used this trust to instill hate and wicked thoughts about the Pandavas in all of them. Shakuni is usually perceived as being wicked, cunning and extremely scheming. In fact, he practically masterminded the great war of Kurukshetra. His entire mission was to take revenge for several unjust events that took place in his life or the life of his near and dear ones. He wanted to avenge Gandhara's defeat at the hands of Hastinapur and the way his whole family had to suffer for it. He fumed at Bhishma's insult when the latter insisted that his sister, Gandhari, marry the blind Dhritarashtra. He also wanted to see the Kauravas reigning over the Pandavas and completely defeating them, though he knew that may never happen. In the next episode, we will learn about King Pandu. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to keep up with all the latest episodes. K.